Hey guys, what's up? We are back again. It's me, Vinayak, and the man with me is...
Oh God. Again, he's starting with the introduction. I guess almost all the viewers, you guys are familiar with us. Well, I think we have done a video, right?
Yeah.
Yes, together. So he again came with the doubts and I'm like totally so lethargic right now to say about the doubt, but he was not letting me, go. So once again, welcome all of you to this particular short video and let's see what is he having in reserve.
Since we have doubts, we are not gonna leave you anywhere.
Oh my God.
So he'll be here till the time I clear my doubts.
There he goes again. Anyhow, guys, please stay tuned.
So we will be starting off with the last question I asked in the previous video. So let's begin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So the last question I asked in the previous video was, does the importance of pronunciation outweigh the English grammar?
Well, I think I have answered that particular question. Like English grammar. No, that wasn't the question that you have asked, right?
Yeah, that was a question.
That was the one?
Yeah, that was
sure?
the last question, but you didn't answer.
Okay, so he's actually asking me two aspects of English language, that is pronunciation as well as grammar, grammatical range and accuracy in IELTS, or just the simple grammar. You just mean the simple grammar, right?
Yeah, just simple grammar.
All right. So what I want to say is like there is nothing called as outweigh. You know, I wouldn't particularly use the word outweigh. Why? Because in the last video or the previous video that we have done, I think I've made sure the subtle aspects of pronunciation, what exactly pronunciation is all about. I think I've told you that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. And what are the three factors that contribute to pronunciation? I think I've told you that as well.
Yeah.
Stress, diction, and intonation.
Yeah.
So what I want to tell you over here is grammar is a separate aspect. Pronunciation is a separate aspect. Though pronunciation comes under, what do you say, a little bit about the grammar. If your pronunciation is not well and you have the perfect grammar, you cannot execute the language well. And if you have the perfect grammar, you know, the tenses, the sentence structures, complex, compound, simple, and voices, active or passive voice and everything. If you're all constituting those properly, but still, if you don't know how to pronounce words, it will go down the drain. So what I want to say particularly over here is pronunciation, grammar, and all other aspects that you want to tell me about a particular language, it goes side by side. So there is nothing like pronunciation is a bit higher, grammar is a little bit lower. It's not like that.
So is there any point where we give more importance to grammar and less importance to the pronunciation?
Well, yes, I would like to say it's like grammatical inaccuracies are very common. It's like, you know, it's quite common. It's quite common when you're speaking. It's not only about English language, whatever language you're using, and as long as grammar is there, a little bit of grammatical inappropriateness as well as inaccuracy is a little bit common, you know. And moreover, if English is not your first language or English is not your second language and you are studying English from a non-English speaking country, obviously grammatical range will be varying. So I wouldn't say that it's that much of a great deal, because if you don't have that much of a grammar and we're speaking to a person, we're actually speaking and making a person understand what exactly I have, the thought in my mind, he will understand or she will understand, obviously. But if you want to have a polished language, if you want to speak it in the correct sense, or if you want to speak it in a correct way, obviously you ought to be having grammar, you know.
Fine. So my next question is, how can we polish our pronunciation?
Well, the only thing that I want to say about this is listen how the natives are speaking. And I'm not saying that, you know, everybody is having the correct pronunciation. Let it be me as well. Let it be, Vinayak. We all have our mistakes, you know, fair share of mistakes. So what I want to tell you is you have to listen. You know, you have your olfactory sensation about listening. You have to listen, you have to view the content, or you have to bring that in your mind, the picture. And apart from that,
do you have anything in particular to tell our students?
Well, yes, anything in particular in the sense like I would like to tell you, listen to movies rather than, you know, watching the video. I want you to plug in your earphones, earpod, whatever is there. I mean, you're relaxing, lying down, relaxing in a comfy state. Listen to the dialogues. I want you to listen to the dialogue so that you can understand the slang. You can understand the dialect. You can understand the accent. And apart from that, you can, get familiarized with what exactly is going on. Once when you're listening to something, you can recreate that particular visual in your mind, like this must be happening right now. This must be happening right now. But the center in your brain is deciphering, the accent, and apart from that, the slang, as I've just told you earlier, and you'll be getting much more accustomed to that particular accent or language or slang or whatever is there. So, pronunciation is important. And apart from that, what I want to tell you is speak, 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 speak.
Yep.
Whenever you get an opportunity, utilize that opportunity, speak.
So one question came across that is this I have been asked by many students the same doubt they had the same doubt. So what does it is do we have to turn on the subtitles when we watch movies or
no? As simple as that, no. Because you are on a road to recovery. You are on this particular journey where you want to find out whether your language is polished or not. And the disadvantage or the con that I want to point out right now over here is like when you're on the subtitle and you're watching the movie, you're having the tendency to watch the movie. Exactly what your eyes are doing is like your brain is giving the signal to your eyes to read it, read it. Rather than capturing it in your mind and, breaking down the dialogues and trying to understand what exactly the actors or what exactly the situation is all about, your brain is actually, read it. And when you go and read the particular subtitle or whatever is written down, that particular video or the movie that you're watching, your brain gets distracted. So your brain won't be capable enough of, exerting towards
imbibing what
exactly. Your brain is not at all capable at that particular time to understand and absorb what exactly is being spoken of over there.
Oh, fine.
So what I particularly want to say is like, I don't recommend it. That's what I just said. No. Nothing more than that. No.
So it's time to change our habit. Including me, we have been reading. We didn't watch what they said. Yeah. So
not only watch, but I'll tell you is like we're not understanding it, We're not actually incorporating it exactly. We are not at all, utilizing what exactly they're saying. And I want to say like that, but yes, I'm going to read, I'm going to understand, but I'm not able to speak. Why? Have you ever thought that? Why it is? Anyhow, he's asking me a lot of questions. I think it's time for me to wind up.
No. One more question. The last one. The final last question. So how much time does it take to improve one's pronunciation?
Does it take to improve one's pronunciation? That's a wonderful question. Okay, so what I want to tell you is like each and every individuals are different. You're different, I'm different, we all are different. Hello, this is Roshan over here. Of course, he's my cameraman, of course, and he's looking at me right now, but I'm just waving at him just to say that he's also different. So, the time slot or exactly the time gap that an individual takes to improve his pronunciation is totally subjective. What I'm going to tell right now is there is no objective opinion. It's totally subjective. For me, it might take an hour. For him, it might take only 20 minutes.
No, that is an exaggeration.
No, I'm just saying that it's not always like that. Sometimes I find certain, accent difficult. Sometimes I find certain dialects difficult. Whether it be my own mother tongue, I feel a little bit difficulty when I just come up with some words. I don't even understand what's the meaning of this word. I just simply put in somewhere and I speak. When people they come and tell me that this is not the way that you have to use this particular language, it means this, and I was like, okay. So what I want to tell you is like, pronunciation is a subjective criterion, and apart from that, it's one's own capacity, capability of how he or she can improve. So there is no time limit.
So
as far as I'm concerned, I think there is no time limit.
So it differs from people to people?
It differs from people to people, of course. And I want to ask you something. In your personal opinion, could you please just tell me, have you talked to people who actually struggle with pronunciation issues and how they have overcome it? Because I have a lot of, if I start with the ways that how we can come up with pronunciation, I know that this video is not going to be short enough, but still I just want to ask him. So could you please tell me?
So I have seen many people struggling with their pronunciation, and even in my case, I have struggled a lot. I think I have a lot to travel, but still I polished at least this much. Nothing but because of the gradual practice
right.
and regular practice.
Exactly.
So that's how I actually gained pronunciation, or I betterized my pronunciation.
Well, then it seems like I have to rest my case, because this is what I was just saying. Practice, 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 practice. You know, whenever you get an opportunity, speak. Try to find out what are the antonyms, what are the synonyms, what are phrasal verbs, what are phrases, and you know, try to just find out. You know, just delve deep into it. That's it.
Yep.
World of English.
Practice makes perfect.
Yes, exactly. It makes a person perfect. All right, guys. Thank you so much for the short video from B-GHUD. I am so happy to be in front of you. Not me. We are so excited to be in front of you, and I don't think that he's gonna leave me sooner. But let me just see. Anyhow, thank you so much. Have a nice day. Take care. This is Jacob John, and this is, of course,
signing off, Vinayak. Bye. Sorry.
All right. Yes, that was great. That was great. They understood.